All right, we got the full body cam of Sunny Hostin's son being arrested by police for trespassing, and you get to see how Sunny tries to use her fame to get him out of it. All right, before we get into the actual video, here's a little context from TMZ.
Sunny Hostin from The View is flexing her legal muscle. And it involves her son. Her son was training, he's an athlete, on this dirt road, and he saw this gravel incline with a gate open, so he went in to train on the gravel, not seeing there was a no trespass sign on that gate. Police officer came by, cited him. Sunny ended up showing up at the scene, but the officer still wrote the ticket. It is a minor criminal offense, but still a criminal offense.
All right, Harvey is wrong here. Sunny Hostin's son was not hit with a criminal citation. He was hit with a violation, and a violation is not a criminal citation. It's akin to a parking ticket. So this is not a criminal matter.
Sunny wrote this letter, and I gotta say, it is awesome. She really lays out a case that this Harvard grad with a clean record should not be penalized this way because the gate was open and he didn't see the sign. She is asking that the case be dismissed. Now, this has become a public issue now that we have this letter, so we will see if the DA bends and makes this case go away.
Now, I just want to say a couple of things. Number one, this is not a criminal offense. He's getting hit with a violation, which is essentially a parking ticket, like I told you before. And essentially what he's going to have to do is pay a fine or maybe have to do some community service. There will not be anything on his criminal record. Essentially, it's like, did you ever get a parking ticket before? Now, as you also heard, he's being represented by his mother, Sunny, and this could be a problem because if she goes too hard, they can then change this from the simple violation and charge him with the misdemeanor, and that would be on his record and he'd have to do a lot more stuff because that is a criminal matter. So generally in these type of things, you get the citation, you pay the fine, and it all goes away. But Sunny seems to be trying to get this case dismissed without paying the $75 or $100 fine. And for those of you who don't believe me, here is the New York State Senate law, section 140.05 of the New York Penal Code, and it says here, a person is guilty of trespass when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in or upon premises. Trespass is a violation. Now, we can also contrast this to criminal trespass, which is 140.10. And at the bottom of that, you can see criminal trespass in the third degree is a class B misdemeanor. So now that you know the law, you know a little bit of background, let's go into what happened.
Sorry, you guys running for me? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, put your hands behind your back for a second.
Hey, what's going on?
Put your hands.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, Mom, I'm walking by a train station right now. This cop is putting handcuffs on me.
Now, that's Sunny Hostin's son, Gabriel, and he's being stopped by police for trespassing on a railroad property.
I got you. My mom's a lawyer, by the way.
That's okay. What's your name?
What's your name, sir?
I'm Brian.
Brian, is that your badge number, 2814?
Yes. So the reason we're stopping you, this is trespassing right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was open over there. I was just walking on a run here.
Where are you coming from? All the way over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm sorry. I just looked open for me, so I just walked in.
So this is considered trespassing. It's criminal trespass. The reason why it's such a big deal, people get hit by a train all the time. We want to prevent it, obviously.
Can you please...
you want me to hold it for you?
Yeah, my mom, the phone's at 2%, FYI.
So as Gabriel just explained, he knowingly walked onto the property when he saw the gate open and started doing his thing when police caught him. So he is, in all technical terms, trespassing. But his mom is going to now plead for him to be let go.
Here you go.
So this is considered trespassing. It's a big deal. We don't want people to get hit by a train, which is why we came running over, okay? Do you have any ID on you?
Yes.
Okay, where is it?
It's in my phone if you take off the case.
Tell them your mother is a federal prosecutor.
Yes.
From what I understand, Sunny Hostin is not a federal prosecutor. She is a host on a show called The View. So her telling law enforcement officers that she is a member of law enforcement, a federal prosecutor, makes it seem like she's impersonating a federal prosecutor. She may have been one before, but she is not one as of this moment.
Hey, Mom, how are you? This is Officer Gomez. Your son's fine.
Officer Gomez,
how are you?
This is.
Yes,
former
yes.
federal prosecutor.
Okay,
That's
fair
my
enough.
son.
Yeah.
He's a Harvard graduate.
Yeah.
He's not a criminal. He has no criminal record, no criminal history.
Yes, yes. No, I understand that. The issue is, like I told your son, is this is considered criminal trespassing. So besides being illegal, it's actually very dangerous for him to be around the railroad tracks. You know, we get people that get hit all the time. So we make this a big issue because it's a serious thing. People get hit.
I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you for protecting him.
No problem. Listen. You know, we just have to do our due diligence here. Okay, your son is fine. I promise. You're on the line here. If we do have to hang up, I'll make sure that he gets a call. Yeah. So don't worry. Okay, everything's fine at this point.
Can we call her on your phone if my phone dies?
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem. It's fine.
Are you arresting my son?
At this point, listen, we're just going to do our due diligence. We're just going to check his background, and that's all we're going to do for now, okay? All right, we'll keep you informed of everything that goes on, all right?
So at this time, it's obvious police have probable cause to make an arrest for trespassing, and now they got to identify the suspect. Does he have any priors? Does he have any particular warrants or something that they have to be worried about? So that is the next part of the investigation. Let's make sure we know our suspect. Now, give me a second to pay some bills. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Factor. You ever get hungry after a long day, look in the refrigerator and realize the healthy options require planning, prepping, and cooking? At that point, ordering takeout starts to look pretty good. That's why I personally use Factor, and I believe you should too. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs directly to your door. They're ready in just 2 minutes, no shopping, no prepping, no cooking. Now, my favorite meals are the blackened salmon and the sweet and sour shrimp. Everything is fresh and tastes amazing. Now, Factor offers more than 100 rotating weekly meals with options supporting weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or even GLP-1 goals. Now, head to factormeals.com/Nate the Lawyer 50 off and use my code Nate the Lawyer 50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box. Now, this is with new subscriptions only while supplies last until September 27th, 2026. See website for more details. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Now, let's get back to the video.
That's pretty much it. He says...
Can you please keep me on the phone?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. So as of right now, if you don't mind, I'm going to hang up because he says his ID's on the phone.
Actually, if you just take out my case off, it's actually right in the
Yes,
case.
thank you.
No problem. Mom, if I hang up on you, just give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yes, it's right in there. Sorry to have you guys cash me here.
Yeah, it's very, like, this is like a super busy train station, and we don't need anyone getting hit by a train, okay? That's the last thing we want anyone to do, okay? I know this gate is open, but that's still trespassing, okay? This is Metro North property, all right? Even if you're on the phone, just, taking a walk, like, trains are coming in and out of here all night long, and last thing I need for you to do is, be distracted and walk on the tracks and get run over by a train, all right?
Understood. I have no idea. I was just trying to walk around, take a run.
I got you.
Yeah, totally understood. My mom's asking for you, actually.
Hello, this is Officer Murray.
Hi, Officer Murray.
Hi.
Former federal prosecutor, that's my son.
Yes.
He's a Harvard graduate. He doesn't have a criminal record.
Yes, ma'am.
Kid.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, he's we have him detained on the track area. He was walking, talking to you on the cell phone as we were on the Track 2 platform at New Rochelle, and we saw him walking towards us. This is an active railroad track with 4 live tracks and 4 third rails active. So we initiated a subject stop on him to get him in custody so that he doesn't get hit by a train accidentally, because we see it happen more often than not. Yes, we're waiting for our sergeant to arrive, and then we're gonna take her from there.
All right. Gabriel, just to keep everything above board, I am going to write you what's called an appearance ticket, where you do have to show up to court. All right? I'll explain all the details and why you have to show up.
Let's get my mom on the phone.
Of course, yeah.
Hey, Mom. Hey, so you said that. Can I grab my phone?
Absolutely, go ahead.
And if the phone dies, can we call her?
Absolutely.
Just tell her.
Miss Hassan, it's Officer Gomez.
Hi, Officer Gomez. I'm about 4 minutes away.
Okay, that's fine. So I just wanted to give you the heads up. So I am going to be writing your son what's called an appearance ticket. I'm sure you know what that is. I'll explain everything, where he has to report, all that stuff, because it is criminal trespass where he was. It's normally in a... Hold on for 1 second, miss. It's normally a misdemeanor. Obviously, we're cutting it down to the violation because there's nothing on his record. He's been very cooperative with us. But as of right now, we will have to issue him the appearance ticket.
So this is a huge win because they could legitimately charge him with criminal trespassing, which is a misdemeanor, which would go on his record as a criminal offense. But they're saying we're going to knock it down to the violation. And with the violation, you just go and pay the fine. That's it. So let's see if Sunny, who says she understands this, knows that she has the absolute win. He's caught red-handed, but now he gets to walk away paying about, what, $100 to a $200 fine.
Sir, is that really necessary? This is a kid that doesn't do anything. He's a Harvard graduate and a Yale researcher. He teaches geometry to f***ers and punks.
Yeah, but he's been caught trespassing, just like if he was caught speeding, and they're giving him a violation for that particular offense. So it's not a criminal violation. It's just we caught you doing something you're not supposed to do, like speeding. Now you pay the fine.
I understand that. It absolutely is necessary, miss.
No, we appreciate you being cool, man. It's just the MTAPD takes that stuff very seriously. All right, that's like one of like the biggest things we take seriously is like trespassers and safety along the track area and in between the gauge, which is where the train rides through. Okay, because it's like these trains are coming in at 40, 50 miles per hour. They can't stop on a dime. They see a person. Sometimes they don't know if they're suicidal or whatever the case may be, okay? And sometimes they dump the train in an emergency just to make sure, you know? So that puts the safety of other people that are riding the train at risk, okay?
Why would you put something on his record like this?
No, it's not anything criminal. He just has to appear. I'm dumbing it down to a violation.
Again, this shows you, even though Sunny is an attorney, she doesn't know what the hell's going on in New York State. This is a simple violation. You pay a fine and it goes away, just like a parking ticket. But she's ignorant to that fact.
That's all it is. So it's not a misdemeanor. It's just going back down. I'm writing him literally for the 140.05. It's a trespass violation. He would have to appear, which is an inconvenience. I understand that. But with all due respect, ma'am, I still have a job to do. And we have to deter people from being on the tracks. Because again, besides...
I understand, but what I'm asking of you is once a judge gets this, all he would have to do is pay a fine anyway. There is a path.
I understand that, miss, but I have to do this. It's part of my job. Okay?
Is this necessary? Like, yes. What happens if you didn't do it?
What do you mean?
What happens if you're like, oh, I need to write this?
Well, we have cameras everywhere. If we didn't see you, somebody would have called it over.
Correct.
And
there was too many trains coming in and out of there to not.
I hate to say it, it's like my partner said, our hands are tied. It is what it is.
Now, this is the epitome of privilege, right? Why can't you guys just look the other way? My mom's a prosecutor. He's a Harvard guy, right? They've hit every single buzzword to try to use their privilege to get out of a parking ticket. Again, this is just a fine. He's got to go down in front of the judge and pay a fine. That's it. And they are having so much trouble. Her son is saying, why can't you just look the other way? The mom is essentially saying, hey, well, he's a good kid and he's never done this before. Why would you want to do this to him? This is essentially a parking ticket that they're trying to get out of and using every single privilege tactic they can. It shows you the amount of privilege this family has, where they can't accept that they are getting a speeding ticket.
And I really appreciate you being cool about this, put you in handcuffs, and we do that for our safety and all that stuff.
Reason
Hi, miss, how are you? I'm Officer Gomez. Thank you, officer. No problem. I apologize for this, but it's...
Where you were on the track.
So, like I explained to you, normally it's a misdemeanor charge. We're dumbing it down to a violation, okay? I know you're upset. We just do it as a deterrence because, again, like I explained to you on the phone, besides being illegal, which is far from the subject, it's dangerous. I mean, So that's pretty much it.
Can you give him a warning?
I cannot at this point. I have to write the news on this.
If we talk about how
And like I said, it's usually a misdemeanor. We're going to get down to a violation. So he's literally getting hit by with the 140.05. It's not going to go on his record. Not going to affect him. Nothing. It's not going to. He asked a bunch of questions like if it's going to hit his license. Absolutely not. Yeah. No, it's not going to affect him. Yeah.
We can't be.
No, I understand.
Every single gate and every single
I really do.
along the route.
Now notice here, he's not in handcuffs. They're literally writing him a ticket so he can go pay it. And they're still trying to fight to get the ticket removed, right? This ticket will have nothing to do with this man's future, but they're still trying to use every bit of privilege they can to avoid the ticket.
How are you?
How are you? This is my son.
How you doing?
He was walking along the tracks.
just on a run, on a walk, and the gate was open. I was like, oh. Yeah.
Sounds like an honest
He's on the phone with me. Actually. I'm a former federal prosecutor.
Yeah.
He knows. He's a Harvard grad who teaches fourth grade geometry to kids.
God bless.
This is not a kid who's never in trouble. It's an innocent mistake. I understand you have to
I don't know what happened, but yeah, whatever. It's not the end of the world. I get you.
Okay. So this is going to be your copy. Okay. So basically, just have to show up, which on a Friday, July 10th at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be to the New Rochelle Criminal Court. It's going to be at 475 North Ave here in New Rochelle. Not the end of the world. Not the crime of the century. Okay. It's unfortunate. I get it. I know you're upset. I know your mom's upset. I'm not trying to be a ball buster here. I have a job to do. That's all it is. Okay. I hope you don't take it personally. I really appreciate you being cooperative with us. All right. This is your idea.
And that's it. Professionalism at its best. Police, hey, you've committed a crime. We're going to work with you. We've checked you out. You don't have any major priors from before. So what we're going to do is give you a violation. You go pay your fine and call it a day. And your mom is down here at the scene trying to say, hey, he's a Harvard graduate. He's a good kid. He's blah, blah, blah. All that's great. But essentially, we caught you for speeding. Here's your speeding ticket. Go on about your way. And because we have body cams and this was called in, we can't really turn the other cheek. So you go pay a fine, and this is all she wrote. Now, one thing this also allows us to do is see how the news covers something as simple as a trespass violation, which is essentially a parking ticket. Here is Newsmax, and let's see if they describe what happens correctly.
Turns out we checked. Her own 24-year-old son just got busted for trespassing on active Metro North railroad tracks. Not only does the kid allegedly mouth off and name drop his mom, but Sonny reportedly jumped on the phone with the police, Jack, and told them, quote, I'm Sonny Hostin, I'm on The View, and then wrote a letter playing defense attorney saying, let my son off. Jack, are you surprised about that family deal?
So obviously, you see there's a little narrative push there because she didn't say she was from The View. She said she was a former federal prosecutor. She didn't call the police. That she was already on the phone when her son got stopped by the police. Remember, he was already talking to her. So they've made it into a worse situation than what it is. But essentially, this whole video is about a kid who got a parking ticket, a violation for trespassing, is going to have to pay maybe $100 to $200 fine. That's it. That's all this is about. And Sonny writing a letter to the judge trying to get the case dismissed so they don't have to pay the $150. So what? If the judge dismisses it, the city won't get the extra $150 or $200. And if they keep it, he's just going to have to pay the $200 and get out of it. That's all this case is about. That's all it was ever about. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all the great YouTube stuff if you like the content. My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm out. Peace.